As Sadiq Khan continues to use his dictatorial executive powers to rule over London and Londoners, people are waking up. The backlash has started, and even assembly members in City Hall are fighting back against his net zero obsession of ULEZ. Okay, the tide is turning. We are seeing more evidence of the failure that is Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London. The domino effect that started with Jacinda Ardern in New Zealand and followed by Nicola Sturgeon is continuing. And I can assure you it's going to continue until all these weird leaders go away. Some of them will resign. Some of them will be kicked out. Mark Drakefield is another one. And again, when it comes to Sadiq Khan, this man, we actually had a video yesterday, make sure to check it out on the channel, where we talked about, he went to the People's Question Time, which is basically the mayor and the assembly members in front of the public answer questions, technically answer questions. But Sadiq Khan basically went there and attacked the public that voted for him and pay his salaries. He basically called those who are against the ultra low emission zones and against his net zero agenda that they're all far right. This video we just got from the same session. Peter Fortune, who's a very, very good assembly member and is actually also a good friend of mine, he decided to also fight back on behalf of London and Londoners. Sadiq Khan's ULEZ policy is already being blocked by boroughs across London, and Downing Street are about to block him as well. So he's losing, so he's getting desperate. Let's go to this video of Peter Fortune, the assembly member, who's very, very sound and decided to take the side of the people.
Didn't you? If you disagree with the mayor, he's going to paint you as far right. If you disagree with the mayor, he's going to say you're a science denier. He's going to say you're a COVID denier. He's going to say you're a flat earther. He's going to say you think there are aliens in Buckingham Palace and Mr. Blobby shot Kennedy. He's going to throw all this crazy stuff at you because he doesn't want to address the fact that you've got legitimate concerns. Now, I used this analogy the other week. The mayor talks about, he says it's similar to banning smoking in pubs. It isn't.
No.
What the mayor is saying is you can't smoke in pubs unless you pay me £12.50 and then you can smoke in pubs. Also, if you are going to pay £12.50 and smoke in pubs, you need to buy the cigarettes off me, because that's what it's about. It's about finance. At the end of the day, this is about the mismanagement of TfL, and he never talks about the financial impact of people. People come and they make very reasonable concerns about how it's going to impact them visiting family, their small businesses, how it's going to interrupt their daily lives, and he never wants to address that. Because the reality is, he's filling a financial hole in TfL because of his mismanagement. That's why the cameras were ordered before the consultation even started, because the journey here is once he's bled you dry with his ULEZ over the next 2 years, once people have taken out loans, once people have gone out of business, then road user charging is going to come in and there's going to be a whole nother level of charge. This needs to stop, and it needs to stop now.
Absolute genius. Peter Fortune, spot on about everything he said. Obviously, the main agenda behind the ultra low emission zones is total control, and of course his financial black hole. He wants to make more money for City Hall and his friends. The reality is that, of course, as Peter Fortune said, Sadiq Khan came out on the same session. We actually, as I said, we showed you the video yesterday. When Sadiq Khan walked into the room, the whole of the crowd decided to boo him. And he, even though he got a few of his friends and assembly members from the Labour Party to come and sit in the front to clap, to cheer, that got drowned out by everybody else heckling. And the reality is that Sadiq Khan going on stage saying, comparing it to the smoking ban, saying, well, back in the day, in the 2000s, 2007, I believe, when we banned smoking inside pubs and restaurants and public places, people opposed it, but they got used to it. But Peter Fortune perfectly challenged it by saying, well, it's not the same, because you're basically telling people, because with ULEZ, they're saying, you need to get rid of your car. You need to change your car. You need to buy a new car. And if you don't, you can still travel, but you have to pay me £12.50 a day. It's the same analogy, saying, well, you can still smoke inside a pub if you pay the mayor of London £12.50 to smoke, and you have to buy the cigarettes from the state. Perfect. And then you have to challenge his ideas using logic. You have to use the factual reasons why the man is dodgy. The mayor of London is dodgy. His whole attempt and his own mission is about making himself a potential future Labour leader. That's the only thing he cares about. And when he fails, the reason he's also a very much proactive international politician is because in case he fails to become Labour leader and British Prime Minister, so you can actually just go and get a good gig at the United Nations or the European Union or the World Health Organization or any of the other nonsensical organizations. That's his backup plan. That's why you see him all the time, going abroad, shaking hands with foreign leaders and all these unelected figures that have so much influence on global politics, is because he wants to have his backup option. His main plan is still to become the leader of the Labour Party. And the more he does more proactive policies, the more he's exposing his true face. And it's going to backfire on him massively. And it's going to backfire on his idiotic Labour Party family as well. So if I was part of the Labour Party, I would try to get rid of him as soon as possible in order to protect the credibility of the party. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section of Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.